Being one of the most successful and groundbreaking albums of the 90s, Green Day's Dookie is no stranger to criticism as well as acclaim. Most of said acclaim being due to the fact that some of Green Day's most iconic tracks were from this album. Songs that would leave a lasting effect on not only the punk and alternative scenes, but the music industry as a whole. And in my opinion, and in the opinion of a lot of the Green Day fanbase, the singles aren't even the highlights of this record. And I'm not going to go on an extensive rant about underrated songs. Instead, I'm going to be talking about one of the most forgotten songs on Dookie. One that, due to its placement in the tracklist, gets heavily overshadowed, but one that fans have continually gone back to. That song is called Pulling Teeth. Also, the channel is coming up on 2K subscribers, so please subscribe and help me reach my next goal. Love you guys. Coming in right between Welcome to Paradise and Basket Case, it's easy to understand why people overlook this song. But Pulling Teeth is an amazing story on its own. The metaphor pulling teeth originated in the 19th century to describe an action that was as equally uncomfortable as the action of removing teeth without anesthetics, also known as Novocaine. Coincidence? I think not. And so, the title chosen for the song is very helpful in introducing the lyrical themes and message of the track. Loosely based on an incident that occurred between bassist Mike Dirnt and his then girlfriend, who would later become his first wife, Anastasia, during a pillow fight where Mike ended up shattering both of his elbows. Pulling Teeth is basically just about an abusive relationship, but instead of what you'd typically expect, this time the man is the victim.
I'm all busted up, broken bones and nasty cuts. Accidents will happen, but this time I can't get up.
We can see that the protagonist is in denial when he says accidents will happen. Like that's either what he told himself or what his girlfriend tells him to justify that toxic behavior. Then, directly after, he confirms another piece of information. When he says, but this time I can't get up, it's saying that this isn't the first time he's been physically hurt by his girlfriend. But this time is worse than before, meaning his crazy girlfriend is spiraling and getting worse. I really like when songwriters take a story that is typically known for being a certain way, a cliche if you will, and turning it around. It's refreshing, and in standard Green Day fashion, it's somewhat funny, which makes listening to the song more relaxed than the story calls for, because, let's be real, at this point in time, Green Day was mainly writing lighthearted songs about drugs, girls, growing up, and the topic of Longview, which I have a video on my channel, so check that out, but do it after you watch this one. I only noticed this now, but in the first line of the song, he rhymes up with up, but it's done in a way, whether intentionally or not, that's very clever. I'm just being a nerd. So, moving on.
She comes to check on me, making sure I'm on my knees. After all, she's the one who put me in this state.
Here in the song, the crazy girlfriend is depicted as knowing what she's doing, but she doesn't care, which is extremely common in the behavior of toxic people. They are the problem, and yet they try to gaslight you into making you think that you're the one in the wrong. Messed up.
Is she ultra violent? Is she disturbed? I better tell her that I love her.
I can only guess that by these lyrics, the protagonist is living in almost constant fear of her, which is kind of sad, but we have to keep in mind that this song isn't based on a true story, or at least from what we know. But in a way, this constant cycle of mistreatment is also his fault, because instead of trying to do anything to stop her, he continues to lie and say he loves her so she won't flip out. Which I know you gotta do what you gotta do, but like, dude. If that was me, I'd be straight up, but once again, it's just a song.
For now, lie around. Hell, that's all I can really do. She takes good care of me. Just keep saying my love is true.
So this chorus or post-chorus ends where the protagonist has just decided to give up and just live with this frankly horrible relationship. Thus, the story in the song doesn't resolve in a positive way. It's kind of like life, I guess. Not everything is great, and that's okay, for the most part. So, let's get into the stats. I'm guessing that this song was written sometime in 1992 through 1993. Due to its release date, and it was debuted live on August 17th in Cambridge, England. It was most recently played live this year, 2025, in Sydney, Australia, during their Saviors Tour, which is a testament to how timeless and just good this song is. And so, in total, the song has been played 52 times by Green Day and over 100 times, including covers by other artists. Now, for the most important segment of the video, my thoughts. I'm just going to admit that over the past year of having this channel, I've learned to give myself some space to be critical when sharing my opinions with y'all. Not saying I'm going to go full Fantano on you, but as Kurt Cobain once said, I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I am not, so I'm going to be honest. I think the song deserves this nerdy analysis because some songs on the surface just seem like a fun story, but when you really look at the lyrics, you can see them taking on different meanings. And so I've grown to appreciate this song a lot more, just by making this video. And I don't know if Billie Joe was trying to write some deep psychological near horror story of a relationship that is slightly comical, but that's kind of the lens I'm seeing it through now that I've analyzed it. Which is funny because everyone reacts differently to the same song. Because the way we perceive music is based on our walks of life, which are all very different, and that's just one of the many reasons I love music so much. Going back to when I first heard Dookie, Pulling Teeth was one of the first songs I instantly liked. It stands out a lot more than a lot of the tracks if you think about it. The melody is kind of typical for Green Day, but it's different in the placement and the pacing of Dookie as an album. Not to mention the chorus is very catchy for a non-single, which keeps me going back to the song. And that is also a testament to how strong this song is all these years later. So, that's it. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments, hit like, subscribe, also hit that notification bell so you get notified, and I will see you or not see you in the next one. Adios.